Welcome back. Here with the meteorologist Connor Friedhoff on this Thursday morning. Connor, holding down the fort for Catherine. Got some rain already moving through the area and a little speck of snow down in Tioga County. What can you tell us about it?
Well, it's having a lot to do with just those cold pockets of air, and we're experiencing that down in Tioga County. Is where we have it's just a little bit colder than freezing. It's allowing for that snow to fall. In some places, stick to the grass, maybe even the pavement in some spots. That's what we're monitoring that very closely, especially the positioning of that rain-snow line. But for most of us in New York, still mainly just rain up here.
Okay.
A couple of areas where we might have a little bit of a mix, but we're really not dealing with anything sticking to the ground in the southern tier. We have to really focus on the northern tier. That's where that rain and snow line is still sitting. So we look at the Corning Sky Cam. We have this is really just a rainy morning in New York, but some places are still dealing with that mix of precipitation, potentially snow. For some areas, it's just a rainy morning. And for our temperatures, we're still sitting below freezing in some spots in Tioga County. That's the area of concern with some of that snow still falling. We're only 32 in Elmira, so at just that valley position, some of those areas where you have those deep valleys, cold air is able to pool up near the surface and make it cold enough, chilly enough for some of this precipitation to fall, or even rain falling and then refreezing when it gets towards the surface or close to the surface. Now we look at the satellite and radar, we have to take a look, direct your attention here to Tioga County. Now that snow pocket has been shrinking over the past hour, and we can see still a little bit of snow here, it's just kind of sitting along just to the south of US Route 6 and just to the south of Wellsboro, maybe towards the direction of Morris is where we have some more snow. But as the temperatures continue to rise, we'll see less and less of that blue and pink on the map and more green. Of course, we have a lot of pink here thanks to just a mix of precipitation falling as some layers of the atmosphere are still cold enough for that type of precipitation to fall. In terms of what we can expect from this system, everywhere in green, anywhere from a quarter to a half inch. Anywhere in blue, expect maybe even more than a half inch. And we'll see most of it coming in here on our Thursday. We go into Friday and Saturday, we have a little bit more added on to what we had, but for the most part, we're getting most of it today. And some areas could experience an even heavier amounts of rain, heavier bands of rain, especially here in the yellow. If you go up towards parts of northern Steuben County, Schuyler County, you could experience some fairly moderately heavy rainfall, or at least bouts of rainfall. Another round coming in the evening and continuing throughout Friday morning. Have a bit of a break as we go into the afternoon on Friday, but then another round potentially consisting of multiple kinds of precipitation coming in late Friday. It could be cold enough for some snow, maybe some mix to fall as well as we go into our Friday night before we get into the weekend, where some of that cooling, that cool air, that front coming behind the system could bring temperatures down to the 20s on Saturday. In fact, it could get so cold that our wind chills after a fairly mild day on Friday, we go into Saturday morning and that single-digit wind chill. That is going to get fairly chilly, but it's only going to stick around for a day. Saturday, it's going to be a cold day, but after that, take a look at the rest of the 7-day forecast. After we get through Saturday, back to 44 on Sunday. Some more warm air shifting from the south, pushing northward into our region. And we're going to have 50s on Monday and Tuesday, but some more moisture brings in the added chance of some rainfall. We could get up to 60 on Wednesday, but again, it's with that added chance of some extra rain.